Hi, good evening. I'd like to welcome you to Poem Praise 2. I do thank you for tuning in, and peace and blessings be upon you and your family this evening. Now, we are going to get right back into the Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. We are in chapter 16, which is entitled The Other Woman. And this take right here is take number 3. And it goes like this. A competent black man who is dealing with a wife and another woman, who is also a wife of sorts, learns to tackle the situation through trial and error. He may, if lucky, eventually get upon how to handle their mental, physical, and emotional needs simultaneously. He does this separately and rarely gets mixed up. He meters out his time, takes care of any crisis that arises in either location, and may also father children in both homes. He may attend functions or go out with each woman at different times, have a complete set of friends connected to each woman, be fond of both their extended family members, and do everything a man must do when he takes on the responsibility of 2 women he loves. Sometimes he is able to do this for years. Sometimes he is able to do this only for a few weeks or months before the women find out about each other. Black women like to think that their man was tricked into a relationship with another woman and does not want to believe that her man wanted another woman who had needs he decided to fulfill. He must keep the women under control by telling each of them the truth. Yes, he'll have a fight, but it will be temporary if he is first sure that both women love him. She says she wants the truth, so give it to her. But he must walk her through it so she does not become savage and unruly. She will adjust and go for more than he thinks. If she knows it's her only option to continue to be with the man she loves, she is quite resilient. She has never allowed the black man to explain his need to have another woman. She chooses to believe that his need is based solely on sex. Sex is so temporary. It allows her to justify it quickly. Part of her shock is that she has convinced herself that her man has to accept what she is shoveling. Plus, the marriage license is the only legal document in America that the black woman holds the black man responsible for adhering to. She clamps down tight on the black man responsible for adhering to. She clamps down tight on the black man, whether married to him or not, because she has heard of the shortage of black men and views every single black woman as a threat to her world. There is no shortage of black men. There is only a shortage of black men who meet the white folks' standards of availability and qualification. She readily accepts the idea of a shortage and makes her selection from the choices prescribed for her by others. She has never heard of or met a black man who stayed with one woman for the duration of his life. Yet she expects her own black man to be the first one to do so. She thinks she can change the nature of a black man through prodding, trickery, and nagging. The black man's nature is not governed or controlled by American political or social laws, including monogamy. He practices serial monogamy. He may have anywhere from 10 to upwards to 500 women in his lifetime between the ages of 14 and 75. It is rare to find an adult black man who does not have a lengthy history of being with other women, several children, and the emotional scars of those involvement. Good relationships are the result of longevity and familiarity. No man chooses to voluntarily keep changing women. Part of the black woman's frustration is that she is incapable of having two men at one time, in the way the black man is capable of having two women. This is true. They are not equipped to handle two husbands, two sets of children, two households, two full responsibilities, or two lifestyles. Her capabilities are too different. Her desires are too focused. She is most content when focusing all of her attention and energy on one singular relationship. It is not her nature to maintain two equally involved love relationships. She simply cannot do it. It is a mystery to her how the black man manages to do this. She does not even understand why he would want that kind of complication in his life. She certainly cannot understand how her man can say he loves her and loves another woman in the same way. She thinks it must be either or. Not because of the impossibility, but because it is not what she wants, because she has been raised to be insecure and selfish. She simply cannot grasp the motivation of the black man's ego. She does not know the origin of love or the definition of it. And she did not get this way by herself. Her own strong influence managed to infect the black man with her ideals and focus him to start an infertile history of lying to her and pretending to play by the rules she designated. Her ideal has not made for success for him or her. She has pushed the issue that her relationship's peace with him is based solely on his fidelity. She uses other instructions to support her in her position. She does not know who the author of these instructions are, but she obeys and memorizes them just the same. Some of the slogans, in parentheses is instructions, are, and it's 15 of them. Let's go ahead and go through them. Number 1, What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Number 2, I can do bad all by myself. Number 3, all is fair in love and war. Number 4, all good things must come to an end. Number 5, use what you got to get what you want. Number 6, there ain't nothing a man can do for me that I can't do for myself. Number 7, here today, gone tomorrow. Number 8, no romance without finance. Number 9, it's easier to forgive than to forget. Number 10, out of sight, out of mind. Number 11, fake it till you make it. Number 12, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Number 13, never put all your eggs in one basket. Number 14, all is fair in love and war. Yes, said that twice. That's number 14. And number 3. Okay, number 15. Never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. On examination, these are some of the most popular sayings of today. They seem harmless enough. They have been based down from one generation to the next. They are sets of words that need no explanation when applied to a relationship between a man and a woman. They have endured and provided people with catch-all responses and attitudes. These slogans have done more to support the black woman in her disagreement with the black man than any other memorized text. She should be told the truth about everything. Not the shuffling half-truth, but any truth that affects her life and will give the black man peace and more freedom in his life. One thing is for sure. The black man does not have to worry that he is the only one who has been lying. The black woman is just as guilty of lying as he is. Their subjects are different, but the effects of the lies are the same. Disunity, suspicion, and doubt. I'm going to end this take right there. The next take, which is take 4, is going to be short and sweet. We're going to end chapter 16 on the next take. So I want you to be blessed. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. And I believe we're going to finish take 4 this evening. So in just a moment, okay? I am going to be right back at you in just a moment. But until then, certainly be blessed. Till next time. Later, y'all.